Okay. Does everybody have everything out? Yes? All ready to go? Okay. We're going to start off with the 6 today like we usually do. Okay? Here's your problems. I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes. Okay? Under pressure. 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to do our best. If we need more time and you guys are working, don't worry. I'll add a couple more minutes. Okay? But 10 minutes, let's get this done. Okay, our time's about to end. How many more minutes do we think we need?
1, no, 4 seconds.
Okay, how's 3?
5. I do 3.
Okay. We'll give you 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, if you're not done, okay, put it in the front.
I did.
Bobby Joe, you let this thing right here. No, we're gonna do it.
Oh, you're supposed to turn it.
Yes, go ahead, into the front. If you would like breaks, let's go into the front. It's meant to be Remember Friday? Okay. As we're waiting for everybody to get back to our seats, which we all should be right now, I'm going to ask you guys to rate your weekend. I know that Miss Garcia already told you to do this, that's fine. But how was our weekend? On a scale from full Christmas tree, so that means that it was a 10. We had a lot of fun.
No, I
To skinny Christmas tree, where it was like, I was kind of bored, but I did something. To Charlie Brown. You did nothing. Oh. Charlie Brown Christmas tree, you did nothing. It's kind of wonky. Nothing wrong with it. How was yours? Roblox fun? Okay. 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 So Jonathan went to Roblox Con. Let me remind you guys, when somebody is speaking, we're all silent, okay? Afterwards, if we have any questions, then we can ask the questions, but let him speak first. So Jonathan went to Roblox Con. He said it was very fun. So how would you rate it? Full Christmas tree, skinny, or Charlie Brown? Full Christmas tree. We got all the decorations. Okay, he was able to. What usually? Bolton? I think I've heard of him. How was yours, Angela? Hold on. Everybody's got to be quiet so she can talk.
I was waiting for 2026 January 1st to stop raining on because I heard there was the great mini break. Reset? Is that means because Braylon had to get too far. So we have 23 days to New Year.
Okay, 23 days to the weekend. Okay? She's going to wait till 2026 to stop Brainrock. That's great. So how would you rate that? How's that experience going for you? Is that a full Christmas tree, skinny, or Charlie Brown? Full Christmas tree. She's very happy about that. Who else? Some more people. Sataya, how was your weekend? The skinny Christmas tree? Okay. Remember, we gotta be quiet. She's talking. And Richard.
Because I was told they got somebody stuck on my thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely a skinny Christmas tree experience. Maeva, how was your weekend? There's an event? Okay, that's fun. So you said full Christmas tree? That's nice. Anybody else have a full Christmas tree? Alessandra.
I don't have a full Christmas tree, but the only good part of my weekend was I got a new album.
You got a new album? Which one was it? Which one was
That
it?
one's private. You
Okay.
know.
Okay, that's okay. Full Christmas tree. That's great. All right. So I'm gonna remind you guys of your expectations to start. Okay. So we're gonna go by chance. Once again, if I'm talking, you are not talking. Correct? So voice level should be at 0. So that's what C says. So we're not having conversation when the teacher is talking. Voice level when having a conversation should be at a 3. Everybody know what a 3 looks like or sounds like? Yes? So a 3. Okay? H stands for when you have a question, you need to remain seated, okay? You need to raise your hand and I'll come to you if you need help, basically. Okay, I hear chatter. Is that you? Okay. Quiet. A, you will participate in classroom discussions the best you can. Okay, so if I ask you guys a question, I need as many of you guys to raise your hand. Even if you're wrong, it's okay. We'll help you out. That's how you get help. So students are to remain seated when the teacher is speaking. And then after that, there may be 2 students up at a time to sharpen pencils. This is not new, right? So when Miss Garcia is up here talking, we don't get up, right? We want to stay seated. P, students will participate in classroom discussion, which is what I said, with eagerness and full listening ears. That means we're completely listening whole time, okay? Eyes up here, mouths are closed. Okay, S, following all these steps will help you be successful. That's the idea, right? Okay? Okay, so our objective, I'm going to read this part and then I want you guys to repeat after me, okay? So, by the end of this lesson, I will be able to divide decimals using the standard algorithm, alright? You guys' turn?
By the end of this lesson, I will be able to divide decimals using the standard algorithm.
Great, great, great. That's great. Okay, you guys are perfect. Okay, I'm going to remind you of some vocabulary before we get started, okay? So, place value. What is place value? What are we talking about when we say place value? Where the digit is. Okay.
Like by the tens and the twos, like the number is like is there in the tens or the ones?
Okay, it's position, right? And you sitting up. Okay, yeah. So it's the numerical value represented by a digit in a number. This is determined by its position, which is what you guys said. This is just a different definition. So the standard algorithm. What do we think of the standard algorithm? What is that? When we think of that, what is it? It's a way to solve math problems. Ronald, you're great. What is it? Or were you stretching?
The standard algorithm, like it's the simplest, right? But depending on the person, you might get it stuck.
Okay. What is it?
But standard algorithm is like something like you divide the numbers up and you add and you take it.
Okay. Okay. So this is a simple method for solving mathematical problems. Okay? A decimal is a number that consists of 2 parts. We know it's the whole and the part, right? The whole and the fractional part. Divisor is what we're going to be working on today. So it's what you're dividing by. And dividend is what is being divided. So if you think of like a division kind of structure, right? The divisor would be on the outside. Your dividend would be on the inside. Okay? Divisor, dividend. And you'll see it later. Okay. Things to remember. Place value is very important. It was important in multiplication. It's important now. Do not forget about it. Okay? Don't forget about your decimal. Forget your decimal. What does that make your answer? Wrong. Makes your answer wrong. Okay? Don't forget what the dividend and the divisor is. That's a little bit harder right now because we just learned it, but it's okay. And don't forget how to borrow when subtracting. If you do not borrow correctly when you divide, your answer is wrong. It will be wrong. Okay? Alright. And when will we need this? Okay? You need dividing in a lot of different places. Okay? So you need it when you're cooking. You need it when you're shopping and you're spending all that money. All your parents' money. All your money. You need it. You need it when when you're eating, so sharing food or eating parts of a pie, those are the most popular. You need it when you're doing sports. You need it when you're traveling. And for science and medicine, okay? So dividing is very important, especially dividing decimals.
Why sport?
Sports? There is a business trait. And how pronouncing it. So with sports, I think it's more like making sure, like when coaches make plays, they have to make sure that your kick goes a certain way. And so they have to do a lot of calculations. That's my biggest guess because I'm not good at sports. So I think it has to do something with that, more like on the coaching side.
Yes. They also, when they're running track, they have their training exercise.
Okay. So this is my turn. So I'm going to be showing you how to use the new strategy, okay? What does this mean for you? That means, Josiah, we're not drawing on the whiteboard. We're looking up here. You're looking at me. Because if you start the using portion of this and you don't know what to do, whose fault is that? It's not mine. It's yours. So you got to make sure you're paying attention to me, okay? Okay, so our first problem is 9 wholes and 3 tenths. Okay? Alright. So what way would we regularly do this? How would you guys start off? Can 3 go into 9? Okay. Why would I jump straight to the 3 when I have the 0? Isn't that kind of stumping? Okay. Okay. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. So in order to make this a little bit easier, we have this strategy where we multiply by multiples of 10 in order to get 2 whole numbers. Okay? That's what I'm going to be showing you today. So the first thing we have to do before you start your problem is you have to look at what place value this number is in. So what place value is that in? Ones? Tenths. It's in tenths. Okay? So if this is in tenths, what do we multiply by? It's in 10. 10. Okay? Good job. Okay, 0.3 times 10, what is that? It's 3 wholes. It is 3 wholes. Thank you for reminding me to say my decimal break. So that means that our decimal moves over 1 to the left, right? Or the right? The right. The right my way. Okay? And that makes it 3 wholes. Okay? But I can't just do this to the outside. I can't just do this to this number. I have to do it to both. You have to do it to both. Okay? Because whatever you do to the inside or the outside, you do to the inside. You have to do it. If you do not do it, it'll mess up your answer. And I'll show you that later. So, 9 wholes and 3 tenths multiplied by 10 is, what is that? 93 wholes. 3 wholes. Okay? You see what happened to my decimal? It moved over 1 just like the first one. Okay? Do we understand that? Okay, so why did we multiply by 10? Why did we do that? Because it was, say that loud. Because it was in the 10th place. That's the reason why we multiply by 10. Okay? Because it was in the 10th place. Why did I multiply this number by 10? Why did I multiply the second number by 10? Because what? Not quite. So why did I multiply the inside by 10? Why did I do that? Okay. I'll let you know right now. So the reason why I did that is because I did it to the outside. So whatever you do to the outside, you have to do to the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? It's mirrored. You can't just do one or the other. It's both. Okay? So let's get your lines does 3 go into 9? 3? Okay. 9. You get 0. What do I do with that 3? I bring it down. It comes down like more. Okay, 3. How many times does 3 go into 3? Once. Okay. Okay, if our answer is because our decimal is here now. So if we bring it up, it's right. Okay? Any questions? Questions, comments, concerns? I know this is the first one, so I don't expect you guys to get it right away. But any questions? You don't get how to divide like this? Okay, we'll go over it a little bit more in depth. Okay? Okay. So our next problem is 0.7. Okay? Okay. What do I have to look at first? The 7? Which 7? Because you're telling me 7? The divisor, right? The divisor. Okay? So what place is this one in? Tens. So what does that mean? Multiply by 10. So I only heard a couple people. Once again, I want to hear everybody. Okay? So what does that mean?
Multiply by 10.
So that means I multiply by 10. What do I multiply by 10? 7 tenths. There we go. Okay? Alright, so if I'm multiplying by 10, where does my decimal move? On the 7 tenths. Right? Right. You're right. It should be. Right? Because if you go this way, then it's less. So we have to go this way. Right? And what does that make that? So 7 tenths becomes 7 wholes. So I only hear Zuri, so it becomes 7 wholes. Does that mean everybody else is confused?
No.
You're not confused? So why don't I hear you? You did it what? I know, but I need everybody to participate. Okay. So one more time, what does it become? 7 wholes. Thank you so much. 7 wholes. Okay, can I just leave the inside number like that, the dividend? Can I just leave it like that? Say that louder. I have to do what? So I have to multiply it by 10. Why do I have to do that?
Whatever you do to the first number, you gotta do to the second.
Okay, whatever you do to the first number, you gotta do to the second number. Okay, Alessandra, why do I have to do it?
I'm just gonna say that.
That? What did she say?
Whatever you do to the outside, you have to do to the inside.
You have to do to the inside. Jaden, why do you have to do that? Why do you have to multiply 7 wholes and 7 tenths by 10? Why do you have to do that? Somebody want to help him out? Anybody? Maeva, why do you have to do that? Whatever you do to the first number, you have to do to the second number. Whatever you do to the divisor, you have to do to the dividend. Whatever you do to the outside, you have to do to the inside. Those all work. Okay? So what happens to my decimal? Where does it move?
To the right.
To the right how many times? 1. Okay? That becomes 77 whole. Okay? Where does the 7 go? Just the 7 alone. Where does it go? Does it go on the inside or the outside? Outside. Okay? And then the 77 wholes, where does that go? Inside. Perfect. Okay. So, Okay? We have to ask ourselves, how many times does 7 go into 7? How many times does 7 go into 7?
One.
Going into means that how many times is it in one? Once, right? Because 7 times 1 gives you what?
7.
7 times 1 gives you what? 7. Okay? So that comes up here. That one goes up there. Okay? And so we subtract 7 from here, and you get a 0. And then we have to look at the second number. And then you have to bring that number down, actually. Thank you. So you have to bring that number down. How many times does 7 go into 7 again?
1.
1. Where does that 1 go?
On top of the other.
On top of the other one. So what's my answer? What's my answer? Is 11. Okay, you sure? Okay, do we need 2 more examples or do we feel like we have this?
I got this.
2 more examples?
No.
Okay, how many of you guys want 2 more examples? Okay. You don't get it?
Please.
How many guys want to move on? Okay. Okay, this is what I'll do. Okay, I'm going to put 2 problems up here. For those of you who would like to move on, you guys are going to do that problem. Okay? On your whiteboard. But for those of you who would like to stay and get more practice, that's fine. I have another problem for you. Okay? And I'll do that one later. Okay? We can try it. Yeah, of course. Okay, so for those who are working with me, this is a problem that you're going to do. 1, 4, 5, 10. Okay? Your guys' problem. Woo! I know, I almost fell. Okay, your guys' problem is this. Okay? The second group. Those who don't want another example. Okay? This one is yours. No, this one. That's the point. I didn't teach you that. But it does go in the same notes. If you'd like to try it, you can try it. Yes. Go ahead. You okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, now you need help? Okay. Yes, technically that's a try. No, remember you have to make this a whole first before you start. Yes, I'll help you. So Taya, you needed help, right? You need a marker? Lawrence, what are we doing? Okay. Yes. You need help? Okay, that's fine. Jonathan,
It's
where's your you need it out. Okay. So those of you who need help, look up here. Okay? Right up here. Right up here. Right up here. Okay. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So the first thing we have to do is we have to look at this 5. Okay? What place value is that 5 in? Tens. Okay, so it's in tens. What does that mean? If it's in the 10th place, what does that mean for my problem? So both of my things I need to multiply by 10. Okay? So I'm looking at this second number right here. This is the part. What place value is that in? It's in the 10th place. Okay? That means I need to multiply by 10. That means 1 whole and 5 tenths multiplied by 10. Right? You guys did really good. You guys did good. I just think you have to look at your decimal. Yeah, your decimal. Okay. So what does that become then? How many times? It becomes 15. But why does it become 15? I take the decimal out? Or where does it go? It goes that way, right? Okay, it's making it a whole now. That becomes 15, right? Okay, what do I do with this number though? I'm gonna multiply by 10. So 3 wholes and 4,500 plus. Okay, how many times does the decimal move? What happens now? Move to the right one time. How many times does the decimal move? Once? Addie, how many times does the decimal move? It doesn't go all the way up. Because you only move it once. Uh-huh. Yes, I think so. Okay, so that becomes 34 wholes and 5 tenths. Okay? There's still a decimal here, right? Yes. Which is different from what we did, but we can still follow the same rules, correct? Okay, so instead of 15 goes on the outside, 34 wholes and 5 tenths goes on the inside. That's not okay, 34 wholes, 5 tenths. Okay? What happened to the 4? It's still a 4. It's just a little mangled. Okay, it's still a 4. Okay. Okay, so what do I look at first? So this is no longer separated. You have to look at both of them. So how many times does 15 go into 3? Can we do that? No, you can't do that. If I were in size, like look what she says, if I were in size 15, can I fit myself into a size 3, a little baby shoe? Maybe, yeah, maybe you could, but I couldn't. So can it go into 3? Okay, so if it can't go into 3, what do I look at next? The 4, but I have to look at them together, right? Together, what is that? That's 34. How many times does 15 go into 34? 2? You're right, yeah. Because 15 times 2 is what? 0. Or, yeah. Okay. So we're down to our next part. Okay, this is planned for you guys to do as a group. Okay? This is all together. There are 5 questions on the board. Your whole entire group is going to do all 5 questions. Yeah, that's fine. Whoever is in your group now, these are the people that you're going to do the 5 questions with. Okay? You can do them on your paper. This way. Huh? You have to do them together. Because one person from your group is going to come up and show me what you know. How many more minutes?
2 F's and 2 C's. But we have a you have a positive?
It's only fair.
4. That's it. Just like that.
We don't? Wonderful. I'm not signing it.
Hurry, you might get it right. You might get it right.
Six. Okay, so that means that whoever you pick to come up doesn't really matter. I'm going to pick for you.
Wait, are we doing this? About what?
No, it has 6.
What do you mean 6?
It has 6. So that means that if I pull your stick out, right now I pulled Everett's stick. If I pull your stick, that means you're coming up to do the problem. Okay?
I thought we were
Whichever
just
problems, whichever problems you want to do, you can do. But if that problem's already taken up there, guess what? You can't do it anymore. It's already taken. Okay? Okay. Who would like to be my stick picker? So that way it's not biased. Let's see. Go ahead. Pick one. Anyone. Who is it?
First day you're up.
Priscilla, come on, let's go. Quickly. Which one are you choosing? Number one? Priscilla is choosing number one. When she's up here, what are we doing? Are we talking? No. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Everybody take a look at Priscilla's work. What did she do? Okay. Okay, what place is the 7 in? 100 in the hundreds. But she multiplied by 10. Okay? What number should this be?
100.
100. Right big. Go ahead. Big. That's a 4. Are you stuck? Okay, Josiah's stuck. Who's gonna help him? Zuri, you're gonna help him? Okay, what does he need to do next? Pick up your marker.
You have to multiply the 400 by 100.
So look at what you did. Did you multiply by 100? No. That's it. Okay, now what do you do? Take a look at what Josiah did. Is it correct?
I don't know. How do you do that?
Or he did that? Let's see. Next up is your thing I need you guys to do. So I need the last bit of your attention up here. Okay? Okay. This is called an error analysis. I am going to do a problem. On the paper in front of you, you're going to answer those questions based on the problem that I do.